Halloween Horror Nights 31 has begun, but as of recording, none of us is visited yet.
So we are going to go through all 10 haunted houses, discuss them, and give you our hype lists.
This is episode 523 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host for today, your host with the most, deadliest ghost. Forgot how that went. I'm just waffling off too much. Let me bring some other people in here. I'm not by myself. Joining me, I have Lee.
Hello, everyone.
Tracy.
Hello!
And Michelle.
Hello, hello.
Houses, guys. How excited are we?
We're there experiencing.
We
That's
are?
how excited I am.
Oh, that's right.
We're there right now!
We are there right now. I wish. I mean, we are.
We are,
but
we're not.
We're not.
How good were those corn dogs?
Oh, honestly,
Yeah, they're alright.
chef's kiss. I've had 6.
What,
Might
chef's
have
kisses?
Maybe. That's how good they were. Where the hell's this episode going, by the way?
Hey, I'm on holiday,
That's
I'm
how-
drinking.
That's how Lee pays for his food.
Tracy's had to save your tears. Too many of them. That's why she's all giggly.
He's hoping.
Yes. So like we mentioned, we're going to be going through our hype list of the houses, even though we're experiencing them right now. But this is what we think before we experience them. And we'll talk a little bit about them and tell you where we rank them. Michelle, you want to start us off?
All right, so yeah, let's start off with Universal Monsters Legends Collide. If you thought one Universal monster was scary, how about 3? Better summon your Scream Squad, because you're about to get caught in the middle of an epic battle between the Wolfman, Dracula, and the Mummy, together for the first time ever. Their mission, to find the amulet that will break their curse, and they'll destroy anyone who gets in their way.
What's their curse? That they have to be at a Horror Nights house every year.
Oh,
Working late night shifts.
Yeah. Well, for Wolfman, it's fleas.
I'm going to put it out there right now. This is number 10 on my list.
What?
I have put
Really?
it in the same place that I put in both of my lists from 2019. The monsters just don't do it for me. And to be fair, when they announced it, I was kind of like, this might be quite high up on my list. But then everything else came out and I went, no, it's not. It's number 10.
Oh, okay. That's
Tracy, where do you have it?
I've got a number 7.
Okay.
Yeah. I love the monsters. I'm quite excited about this, especially with being the Wolfman and Dracula, because they're my 2 favourites. However, others just intrigued me a little more, because I kind of know what to expect here. So it's not that I'm less excited, I just have an idea of what to expect. So...
Was the mummy in the Monsters house at 2019? I don't remember.
No, I
think
don't
so.
think so.
No.
No.
Yeah,
Was
he
he?
was.
Which room was that?
The mummy one.
We walked. We even went
With all
through
the
it in
bandages.
our
Wow.
Behind the Screams tour.
Oh, Michelle, that's fallen out of my head like 3 days after we did that bloody thing. I don't remember that at all. We're terrible
Remember
fans.
Frankenstein, remember?
Creature from the Black Lagoon, of course.
Yeah, and I remember Hunchback.
Frankenstein and the Bride. I do not
Frankenstein
remember
and
the
the
mummy
Bride.
bit in it. Anyway.
Really? There were like the sarcophagus things that we had to kind of walk real close to. It was very short, but
Was that the one that was just like
Yeah,
directly
that's what
across
she said.
a room?
I don't remember it
And it
at
was
all.
very dark.
I mean, possibly.
yeah.
Okay.
Like you say, we even did Behind the Screams and I don't remember it.
Yep.
Okay.
That's really the only thing that I do remember it from with the lights on, because it was so short and lights off. I don't really remember that section,
No.
but yeah, it was there.
Okay.
Where do you have it, Michelle?
I've got it at yes, number 6. So mine's in the middle too. Kind of all the same reasons. There's just a lot more that's more exciting to me. Universal monsters aren't really that scary, although they're usually very beautiful houses and they're really well done. There's just so much more that's better this year.
I'd like it to
Yeah.
prove me wrong, I'm open to any house proving me wrong of where I've got it on my list. But
Yeah.
If you were a heathen, it would help.
yeah, it would.
I actually have it a lot higher than I thought I would. I have it at number 3.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I told you
and
Chris was the wild
that's-
card, didn't I?
No, and that's the thing. Like the monsters houses, I normally don't rank them very high, at least on a hype list. But I'm digging the backstory that they're doing this year about fighting over that amulet and
Yeah.
having I just feel like it's a better way of saying the story as opposed to just having a
great
monster in
hit.
this room scare you, a
Yeah.
monster in the next room scare you.
Yeah.
There's actually a story that they're
Yeah.
trying to tell you. So that kind of drove it up higher on the list.
There should be crossovers.
Yeah, there's a reason
well.
for them to be in the house
Yeah.
together rather than it just being a
Exactly.
Yeah,
greatest
scene
hits
after
house.
scene after scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
right.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see that. Maybe also because there wasn't a lot of IPs this year that this one's an IP kind of, right? It is.
It is
Yeah.
an IP, yeah.
It is an IP.
It's the
Yeah.
original IP.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's hard to like put that together as an IP because I see it as universal.
Yeah.
So, but I know, yes. So maybe that brought it up higher. But yeah, number 3.
Cool.
Next up, gather your friends and visit Haddonfield, Illinois, where Michael Myers is about to don his mask and embark on his first brutal spree. Silent, merciless, relentless. He's the embodiment of pure evil. You don't want to go alone as you go back to where it all began. This year, step into the original 1978 horror classic, Halloween.
So Halloween, I actually have it number 9.
I was close.
Okay.
I'm just now getting into these movies. Like I literally have never watched them before. 2 weeks ago is when I watched the first the first Halloween movie, which is what this house is based on. I just realized, and I'm kind of excited about it now, more so than I was when I first made my list. But it still is a very predictable house to me. You know, it's a slasher film, so those are not usually my favorites. I'm just way more excited about the originals.
Okay.
Okay.
Although I do really, really, really hope we see the scene with the coat hanger.
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
And the boobs.
'Cause-
I hope we get to see the boobs.
You'll be there, don't worry.
Ha
Here all night, folks.
Nipples
Always
on our
on
head
her
to be a
toes.
pair of boobs.
Yes. When I first saw this movie, I was like, did she really just defend herself against a murderer with a huge butcher knife with a hanger? Like,
Hey,
really?
do whatever
Okay.
you take, whatever you've got.
If it was John Wick, he could.
Yeah.
Yeah, so number 9 for me.
Okay. Well, you all know Halloween is my favourite horror movie.
But to be fair, the last time we watched it, you were like, "Oh, this is kind of crap now."
I said not a lot happens, does it? Still my favourite. So naturally, this is at number 10.
Wow.
Yeah, I shocked myself with that. Again, it's the same reason. I know what to expect. I have a good idea of what the set pieces are going to be because I'm so familiar with the films and I know how the houses work. So for me, it's not a case of I'm not excited for it. I really am. It's just I'm more excited for the unknown aspects of other houses. So, yeah. Number 10.
I've just had a
I'm
look
sure
at
it's
my
going to
list.
go up in the future.
I'll back you up, Tracy. Number 10 for me as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been
Oh, no.
done.
Yeah, I understand why you got it
And
that low.
yeah, I've seen it, a few times already, and I don't have a hardcore connection to Halloween. I saw it as a child growing up, different iterations, the different movies that came out. They weren't bad, but I don't have any like real connection to that. I'm in it more for like the memes and jokes and all that, fun videos they make during Halloween. That's about it. But so 10 for me. High five,
Interesting.
Tracy.
Yeah.
I am the one that has this the highest up their list then. So I have this at number
say number 1.
7.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's still pretty low.
It averages out to be around where we all want it to be.
I do like Halloween. Yes, we watched the film last year and it's definitely lost its edge, but I mean it was made in like 1978, so of course it was, but it's still got one of the best jump scares in any horror film ever
Yes,
made.
it does.
Wait, which part is that?
Right at the beginning when she's walking down the street and he peers out from the hedge at the end and the music's really ramping up and then I think she turns around and bumps into she turns the corner and bumps into the police officer. So it's not even
yeah.
a brilliant, fantastic jump scare. The music's iconic.
Mhm.
And unlike Chris, we've never done a Halloween house
No.
at Horror Night. So this is all new to me. So I go in excited because it's the first time I get to go through. And the fact that it's the original as well, that we get to go through this house.
Yeah.
And I have spoken to someone I know who worked on this house and is very excited to find out what we think of it.
Okay.
Oh.
I feel bad now.
Yeah.
That's okay.
me too.
I'm expecting to go up my list anyway.
I think it's difficult because I think, again, this year, I don't think... Monsters for me is always going to be low in my hype list just because of how I feel about the monsters. Everything else, it's really difficult because there's so much other good stuff.
Yeah. See, after this, we have
Yeah.
these two known elements. After this, I have struggled. So,
Yeah, I don't remember
I mean,
that.
it goes back to the scare zone thing where it's so many originals. It's hard,
Yeah.
even based off of just the story that they tell you.
But I can
Yes.
understand why you guys who've been to Horror Nights recently and have seen the iterations of the Halloween houses ago, it's
Walking Dead syndrome.
kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We don't need that.
No.
No. But I'm glad we're going to get to experience it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a classic that we're going to get to
Yeah.
experience at
And my
Horror Nights for
favourite
the
one.
first time. Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah, I'm glad it's based on the first film because
Yes.
that does move it up on my list a little bit for sure.
Yeah, I think it would have been very easy for them to done on the new films as well, which I think
Uh-huh.
everyone would have been like, no.
Yeah. everybody make those noises at the same time. That'd be
Farted
weird.
around the entire house.
That'd be
It's
a
our
house
new rating
itself.
scale.
Yeah. Right. Next one is The Horrors of Blumhouse. Step inside a new double feature of Blumhouse horror. Your Scream Squad will find yourselves trapped between a frantic teen and the ruthless serial killer she swapped bodies with in Freaky. Then you'll try to make a desperate escape from the dark basement of the Grabber before you become his latest victim in the terrifying The Black Phone. Yeah. I'm intrigued by this one. I've enjoyed both the films.
Although tonally they're very different.
Very different. So it's going to be definitely going to be a house of. I'm assuming a house of two halves because this interspersed would be
I'd like
very
to see
weird.
them do that, actually.
So your Scream Squad's not going to be screaming too much, Tracy?
It's terrible Scream Squad. No.
My
Screams.
Well,
my
what's
Scream
our
Squad
name,
does
Tracy?
not.
The not Scream Squad.
No, we have another one,
Do we?
Tracy.
Do we? What, the Dead
Patch.
Inside Squad?
The Dead
Oh, yeah.
Inside Squad.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
And
Yes,
literally,
we do.
That's
Yes,
going to
yes.
be funny.
It
It's
is.
going to be funny.
Yes. This one I have at. Hang on, let me move my list so I can find it. I have this at 9.
Wow.
Again, same reasons. I've seen the film, so I know a little of what to expect. And we did watch them going, oh, that'd probably be in it. And we watched it with professional eyes
This
rather
is
than
the
watching it.
problem with watching any horror film or horror TV series now that you think might potentially be a Horror Nights house. You go, oh, that would be good. Oh, they definitely need to do that. That should be in there.
So, yeah, so the reason I've kept them lower is because I have an idea. I keep saying this. I have an idea
Yeah.
and everything else I don't. So, yeah. But I'm looking forward to this. There are some elements, especially the Black Phone, there are some elements from that were, if they're executed properly, pardon the pun, they will be phenomenal. Yes.
I again, Tracy, I'm going to back you up. Number 9 for me as well.
Wow.
Twins.
You two are,
Yeah.
Twinning.
other than monsters, you guys are on the same page.
Yeah, I haven't seen Freaky yet, but I did see Black Phone. I enjoyed that movie thoroughly.
It was really good.
Nothing mind blowing. It's just a really enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
No, I think it's what Blumhouse do well. They make good, low
Yeah.
budget, kind of creepy, scary horror
Yes.
films. That's
Low
what
key.
they've made their names
Yeah.
on. They're phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I think we talked about it before. The Ethan Hawke character in there, there was actual kind of cringe or not.
Yeah.
Maybe not cringe is the word to use, but there were really disturbing aspects there because
Yes.
it felt very, very real.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, let me just scare you. There was like that creepiness element. And that's what I love about horror movies. I'm
Yeah.
not a big jump scare fan just because I find they're cheap. Jump scares are cheap. Loud music, cheap. Make me feel horror without doing anything crazy.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
a horror movie.
Yeah. Something that could actually happen in your neighborhood.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
just like, wait, hang on a minute.
Other
It
than
makes you stop.
A haunted telephone.
I mean, aside from that,
Yeah.
if I drink enough, maybe the telephone will turn on.
Yeah.
I do have a story for later about a haunted telephone, so
Okay.
I don't know.
So, yeah, I think again, I see how Black Phone could, be a house. I think it's going to be more of a jump scare house because you're going to have the 3 different versions of the mask.
Yeah.
So not too high on the list.
What's that house you really liked? It was like through like the house.
I mean, some details.
It was a house.
Had your favourite scene with this? The
Oh,
next
you're talking
slash,
about the Jordan Peele one.
Yes.
Oh, Us.
Us. Yeah, I feel that this part of this could be presented like that.
That Us house was one that didn't really have an impact on me until we started talking about it after the event.
That scene was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, that was brilliant.
But yeah, I think that the Black Phone part could be played out similar to that.
Michelle, have you watched this yet?
I did, yeah. And I really, really, really liked the movie.
Yeah.
I liked both movies, actually. The Black Phone more so than Freaky.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of opposite in which one I'm more excited to see in the house, because the Black Phone, I didn't find scary at all. Like Crystal watched both of these with me too.
Yeah.
And even she didn't find it scary. It's creepy in that it's realistic.
Yeah.
Like it could really happen. And of course you got the dead kids popping up, which that's not scary to me because they were kind of heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So really the grabber's the only thing that's going to be a little bit scary. But Freaky, although not scary, had some moments that are crazy gory. And I'm kind of looking forward to seeing those. Like watching that movie, we were like, oh, that's going to be in the house for sure. So I'm not a huge Blumhouse house fan. I like some of their movies, but I'm not like their houses haven't been my faves.
Agreed.
So it's low on my list too. It's number 8 for me.
I am wondering if we're going to get some of the comedic scenes from Freaky, because there were some funny ones.
I think
Yes, there were.
I think that's how it's going to work.
But I was going to say about Vince Vaughn's shoes. They are big shoes to fill from that film.
I think that's how it's going to work. You're going to have the juxtaposition of the kind of comedy elements of Freaky and then the really dark tone
It's going to be so jarring.
of Blumhouse. I think it's going to work to its advantage.
And I think if you go Freaky to Black Phone, it'll have more impact.
Yeah.
Because you'll be all light-hearted, skipping through, and then
we know
make it darker and darker, get to the gore, and then hit you a Black Phone.
We know from talking to the Horror Nights team that they put those like lighter elements in so you don't become desensitized to it. Yeah, for definite.
Yeah.
This was, when it was announced, it was obviously, I think we'd only had about 2 or 3 announced at that point. It was pretty high up on my list. I've got it at 8. So, I'm on the same as you, Michelle, to be fair. I have it in the same place.
Yeah, great.
I liked both movies, but again, how you translate them into a house is going to be interesting to see. But I think the potential is there for it to be good. But again, I think there's houses that are going to be better, or have the potential to be better.
Agreed. Yeah, especially with Black Phone, I feel like most of the movie was in the basement.
Yeah, and that's. But I mean, they did The Exorcist.
Hard to elaborate on that.
The entire film was in a bedroom, so they could do it.
Yeah.
Next up on our list, and we have done our research on this house, have we not, Tracy?
Oh, yes.
We really have. Even Jade's been like introducing us to stuff to kind of get our knowledge, and that is The Weekend After Hours Nightmare. Prepare to enter the macabre mind of The Weekend in this haunted house as he stalks your squad. At least he didn't do the whole thing. Through the surreal nightmare of his after-hours music, a slasher carving a smile at an otherworldly rave, bandaged maniacs performing extreme plastic surgery, a grotesque mannequin masquerade. His nightmare is now yours. Out of all... Let me just double-check before I make an ass of myself. Yes. Out of all the IPs, this is the highest on my list.
Ooh.
I have this, believe it or not, at number 4.
Oh. That
Wow.
does surprise me, especially considering the conversations we've had recently.
Well, I'm coming round to his music. It's still, for the most part, it's not great. I've listened to the ones that I have been told will be in this house, and they're all right. I wouldn't purposefully go out of my way to listen to them if it wasn't for Halloween Horror Nights.
But just for future reference, when I tell you something's good, just go with it and just listen to it, rather than we would have weeks of all of this.
Right. But as far as the, like, having watched Chris, you and I talked about that, the storyline video that's on YouTube of all those videos.
Is that the one Jade put us onto?
No, that was the one we watched the other week with, like, the after hours story, the videos that link on. And you can see the fact that there's a story progression, and it goes back to the Monsters house.
It has been from album to album.
Yeah, it goes back to the Monsters house. It's not just a greatest hits. That album tells a story, so hopefully that'll translate to the house. And then Jade made us watch. She
didn't make us watch.
Well, she put it on for us last night. It was a guy doing the whole weekend thing from start to now has been a storyline progression of a character throughout all his albums, and it was really interesting. This house has a lot of potential.
Oh, look, who's excited now?
I want to watch whatever Jade showed you.
I will send you a link to it.
It's about half an hour?
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's really good.
It's basically 5 of his music videos
No,
put
it's
together.
not that one. It's a different. No, that's a different one. But I'll send you that as well.
Send it to Chris as well.
Okay. Yeah, send it over.
I've watched Maddie put together a playlist too, with the music videos, and I watched that. So it actually made me. So I'll just go ahead and say I had this one at number 10.
Wow.
When I made my list, but that was because I'd never seen the videos before. I didn't know much about it, and I don't quite understand the concept of translating a musician into a house. So I had it low just because I couldn't envision it. But having seen the videos, I would probably place it higher now. Especially the extreme plastic surgery part.
Yes.
That part, I like my mouth hit the floor with that scene. I was like, ooh, well, it's probably a good thing now that I'm going to be going through these houses before I take my 11-year-old through this house, just because I want to be sure it's PG-ish.
Yeah. I'm not sure it will be.
There's in one of the videos, one of the women's literally sat on his face. So yeah, it's not PG-13.
I'm not sure that's going to actually be in
but
the
is
house?
that going to be in the house? I don't know. I won't let her watch the video, but is it going to be in the house?
I mean, me and Lee can act that out if you need to see that scene.
So who's laying down here doing the sitting?
We need to answer that question because no offense, Chris, but
I think Lee's just answered that question.
I'm not having Chris sit on my face.
Oh well, I'm sure Chris does well the other way around.
I don't want to sit on his face either. To be fair,
teabag.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, like I said,
old-fashioned teabag.
Yeah, I didn't like sprouts until I tried them. You know.
Oh my God.
Narrow-minded. Eh?
I kind of agree. When it was first announced, I remember we spoke about it briefly, and I was just kind of as well. And after sitting through, so I've The Weeknd, huge fan of his for the longest time. I dropped off after the Kiss Land album, which I think is the one right before this one. So I didn't really hear the album. Alexa kept on telling me, you have to hear it. It was just a lot. He went really poppy in the music for me, so it just kind of fell off. But you did see like a lot of elements of horror and stuff like that in his videos. So sitting down and actually watching this story unfold, I thought it was brilliant. Yeah, I thought it was really cool storytelling. And especially if you go like, you know, me and my brother-in-law, we joke, quote, around a lot how a lot of celebrities basically sold themselves to the Illuminati, right? And so The Weeknd has always been one of those mythical figures that have joined the Illuminati. If you go back and watch like Starboy, he basically turns into a demonic person. Like that's when he grabs the upside down cross and uses a sword, tearing down everything. And you see that same kind of element here. I believe it's the After Hours video when he's getting dragged along the subway system.
Yes.
So like if you notice that, because we just this past weekend, we started watching all the videos again and just diagnosing them and stuff. But we noticed how that was the moment that he's just basically being pulled and dragged down to hell. Like after that scene is when he loses himself and he's just that killer, like doing all that stuff. So if you just kind of put that storytelling and Illuminati-ness in there, I think it's a fun story to watch unfold, and I'd love to see it in the house. So yeah, this one's number 2 on my list.
Number 2.
Oh wow.
Number 2. Oh yeah. I'm very excited. Even more so, and I'm glad they did it with this one, because I remember the rumors of
Billie
a
Eilish.
Billie Eilish house, which I wasn't thrilled for at all, just because I have heard her music. It's just not for me. Yes, she has creepy elements, but I don't think she had like a whole story
No.
that was being told like
No.
this. So I think Universal did a pretty good job at finding something that was actually a story, and they can work off of that.
I'm gutted we didn't get that Billie Eilish house, to be fair. I would have loved to have seen it, because I quite our old stuff, not the new stuff. But
I can whisper into a microphone for you too, man.
shush.
Well, one of you sits in the other one's face.
Behave.
Well, the weekend I didn't know. Well, I didn't think I knew any of the music, and when so I was kind of like, I'll see what it's like. Hadn't seen any of the music videos or anything, so did a bit of a deep dive, and I'd put another song on, and go, I know this, I know. It turns out I actually am quite a fan of The Weeknd, and I didn't know. And with talking to my girl Alexa, she has really got me hyped up for this.
Yeah,
in
she's a big fan.
fact, I think that we're going to be arm in arm going through this one. Sorry, Chris, but you're losing it at one point.
You and I can go in arm, Chris.
I was
don't
going to
you
say
worry.
something else,
I
but
was going to say teabag to teabag.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be busy teabagging each other in the corner.
Oh God. Now I'm kind of glad I'm not going to be there when you guys are there.
You see, now I'm really worried at how much Chris and I are twinning, because we're saying the same things, and this is also my number 2.
Wow.
So
Seriously?
Wow, okay.
seriously,
I would
yeah.
never have expected
3 for 3
Tracy to
already,
have it.
Tracy.
I know.
Aye.
Well, 4 for 4 if you include the tea bags.
Yeah, monsters you've got different to each other.
Ah,
Wow. I would never have guessed you had that high.
yeah.
And I will say the other thing that I think this house is going to really shine at is they already have the soundtrack. Like
Yeah.
it's his music.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think they're going to really press on that. I'm sure we'll see it, at least a little bit of it, inside the Ghoulish show. I'm thinking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I do like his music.
Yeah.
Yeah. When some of his like really synthy heavy songs,
Yeah. Well-
especially on the music videos that pertain to this, have a creepy element kind of thing. It reminds me a little bit of that 2019 soundtrack of Horror Nights.
Yeah.
Because they're very 80s.
I was
Some
gonna say,
songs are
yeah,
very 80s.
It's
Yeah.
the stuff I started listening to. That synth pop stuff.
Yeah, I've said to you,
And-
haven't I?
Yeah.
Blinding Lights. I'd never heard the song before, but it's one of those you hear it and you go, I know this song, even though I've never
Yeah.
heard it before.
And the fact that there's the weekend bar as well, we should hear the music there
It's
as
so
well.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
I love the integration of everything together this year. It's phenomenal.
What I like about this as well, though, is I think it'll wrong foot a lot of people, because some people won't have done their research, and some people are going to go in expecting just to hear the music, and they won't know what the music videos are,
Yeah.
so they're going to
Yeah.
get some real shocks.
I
I
love
love
even
that
funny.
idea.
Like I'm on the flip side, where most of the songs that are on this little film video thing, they weren't my favorites. Right? It was a lot of the stuff was that poppy stuff where I was like, I'm going to kind of skip it. Now, after sitting down and watching the videos a couple times, when I hear them, I don't really hear the song. I see the video playing out in my head, and think about him. Oh, look at this upbeat, and then he's getting his head cut off, and or he's chopping this person. So I don't know. It brought like a new light to the songs itself, even though it's not something I would have been a huge fan of. Now I just think of the videos.
Yeah, the girl dancing with his head. In
Yeah.
the
Very
disco.
strange.
I was like, this is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I even love like the scene where it's a GIF now that I use sending it to a bunch of friends, where he's leaving. Who's he with?
Jimmy
the talk
Kimmel.
show. He's with Jimmy Kimmel, and you see him switch from that smile past through
Yes.
the darkness, and now he's a different person.
Yep.
I thought that was
That to me
cool.
speaks of celebrity, though.
Yeah, I think there's
Because-
a lot
Oh,
of them. are
you know,
like
it's
that.
just
yeah.
that mask.
It's like me on here.
Yep.
Okay. Next up, we have Spirits of the Coven. They're bewitchingly terrifying. A coven of beautiful flapper witches will lure you into their 1920s speakeasy, reveal their haggish true form, and turn your scream squad into a witch's brew. They'll be cackling. You'll be screaming.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes.
All of it.
Yes.
We're starting to get into those originals now where it's hard to choose one above another.
Mm-hmm. This could be where Chris and I break off, I think.
I'm curious to see where you're at.
Technically, this is a joint position.
We
But
can't have a
but
joint
because we
position.
can't do that, it's going to have to go in at number 3.
Mm.
Well, it was originally at 3 on my list, and I changed it as we were actually recording the last show. But yeah, this one, it just has everything that. Yeah, it's just everything that I want. I hope it delivers.
Have they ever done a
So-
witch's house before? Because I don't
recall one.
I mean, a little bit in Wicked Growth.
Mm.
There was a whole room dedicated to a witch making a brew.
Ooh.
Okay. So you think that's inspired this one then?
Possibly. I mean, this one kind of, the whole 1920 speakeasy thing,
Uh-huh.
my brain immediately goes to Case Files on Earth.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
you're
Yes.
walking in, like one of the
The
rooms
kitty
is
cat
a
club.
bar
Yeah.
where they're all dead. So that's kind of where my brain goes to. But then the witch's brew thing does take me also back to Wicked Growth, where again, it was one of the main aspects of that room. And realistically, like that Wicked Growth house was almost like a house version of this year's entire event.
Okay.
That is
Mhm.
all just classic Halloween
Yeah.
stuff.
And this kind of ties in with Country the Dark Scare
Kind of,
Zone.
yeah.
You know, so it's a bit more
Yeah.
cohesion,
Yeah.
which I like. So,
Yeah.
3 for me.
Interesting.
Michelle, where are you at on this one?
This is my number 1.
Yeah, I
I
thought
thought
it
it
would
would be.
be.
Yeah, I love witches. Like love, love, love witches. And the whole 1920s speakeasy idea is fabulous. Like it's going to be beautiful and very kitty cat club, and then they turn into these ugly witches that are trying to kill us and turn us into a brew. I mean, that's such a cool concept. So I'm so stoked to see this one.
So that's so is people brew the drinks at serving in the speakeasy?
They should do.
Oh,
Yes. Well, the whole premise is they're making witches brew and
Yeah.
then sending them to other covens. So
Oh.
Ew.
it's a little distillery of humans.
Yes.
Okay.
I wish we had a map, because the map still
I
hasn't.
know.
As of recording, we do not have a map to know where all these
It'll
are.
come out tomorrow.
I mean, obviously, you'll go by the spec map we know. I can't remember. I haven't got the spec map.
I mean, technically, we do have a map right now when this comes out.
Yeah, we just haven't seen
Oh,
it.
I mean, it will be, yeah, because the
In our
events- Yeah,
yeah,
like, I'll be there now. Yeah,
we've seen it.
we'll be in Stay and Scream about now.
Lee, where are you at?
Where am I at? Where have I got this at? This is one that's sort of.
Saw
what?
that face.
It was relatively. I think when I did my original hype list, this was number 1. I've learned more about other houses
Yeah.
that have knocked it
Yeah,
down
this is-
my list now.
yeah.
So I've got it at number 5.
Dang.
Yeah.
It sounds cool. I love the speakeasy thing, especially considering discussions we've been having behind the scenes about something we're going to talk about shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it obviously goes back to that, like Chris said, the legendary Truth House from last year with the Kitty Cat Club, which is something I'm gutted we missed because
I know.
that portion of it looked amazing. And then again, doing a witch's house, which we've certainly never experienced
No.
at Horror Nights, so it's something new to us at Horror Nights. Whether they've even done one before, again, has the potential to move up the list. But right now, it's kind of like there are 4 houses higher
yeah.
on my hype list than this, just because of what they are.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I have this one at number 4. So sorry, Tracy.
Oh, we're close
Just a
though.
little
We're
bit.
still
Close enough.
close.
We're neighbors.
Yeah.
I will say if this wasn't a 1920s speakeasy and they didn't emphasize so hard on that, after listening to the interviews with Creative, it probably would have been lower on my list. But just the fact that it has that, they're really pushing hard, and they talk about all the beautiful things that were in the 1920s. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be, I think set design has to be on point for this.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree.
You know, I'm not huge into witches, but I'm down for it. But yeah, for me, it's more of the speakeasy aspect. And I'm also a big fan of houses that integrate with the audience, right? So like this one, and I don't know if they'll do it a lot in this house, but you know, you are the witch's brew, right? So
Yeah.
Mhm.
what elements will they use there to make you feel like you're in a factory going through a conveyor belt of, you know, brewing or something like that? If they do something like that, it'll stay up high on the list. set pieces will keep it high as well. But yeah, number 4 for me.
Just looking at the spec map, if this spec map's true, then they're expecting this to be a big one. It's the first house you hit coming into the event.
Oh. Okay.
So it's kind of where it's like that
On the right?
where Despicable Me is, no, on the left.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
so down the other entrance then.
Because obviously we haven't got the Shrek
The
theatre
Shrek
this year.
line,
It's on the other side there.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at Scare Zones. Never mind. Yep.
So let's look quickly at what we've been through. Halloween is Jimmy Fallon.
Okay.
Monsters is one of the Kids Zone ones.
Okay.
And then The Weekend is the other Kids Zone one.
So they're the ones that are a bit of a walk then.
No, they're the two at the MIB tent that apparently got a quarter of a mile walk.
Be sober by the time we get to that.
Jesus.
ECVs, man.
Right. Mid podcast break
Oh,
to
yes.
promote The Weekender, people. Tickets are on sale. Get them. I feel like we've
Not to
just
be
done
confused
this.
with The Weekend.
Yeah. I feel like we've just done this.
He will be there, though, right?
Don't say that. People will be expecting The
Hey,
Weekend.
man bought tickets already. You don't know, people.
How
We
awesome
don't know.
would that have been?
Yeah.
I know. Let's quickly go through it again. Tracy, we've got a Vivo lunch.
We have a Vivo lunch. So, yep, it's separate ticketed event after the base ticket. Come along, enjoy a 3-course meal with us with a live Q&A afterwards. It's going to be fun. It's a private event, so there won't be anybody else in there with us. Yeah, food and basically gossip. You can ask us anything. What's not to like?
Especially because, the last event, one of the big things that everybody asked for as well was more hangout time.
Yeah.
So that not only with us, but so other people can also mingle around and like-minded individuals speaking, their favorite thing at their favorite park. So I think this is a great opportunity to do that as well.
Chris, we have obviously the base ticket, the Weekender itself.
We do, yes. That base ticket, as we have mentioned before, is going to include a bunch of different things. We got a ride on Kong. We have obviously the registration welcome event where there'll be some light bites and something to parch your thirst.
Are they called horse duvets?
Horse duvets.
Horse duvets. We're gonna have horse duvets over there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't be coming
Yeah,
expecting
we
a
went
horse
there.
duvet, by the way, because there isn't any. Or hors d'oeuvres.
Ah, that's right. Yes. yeah. And again, we're still working some pieces together to make it finalized. We're gonna get you guys an itinerary as soon as possible. But yeah, like we had mentioned, there's a lot of different activities that we'll be doing together. A
The
ride
Men in
on
Black
Velocicoaster.
Challenge.
Men in Black Challenge.
Challenge.
Group ride on Velocicoaster. I think we talked about doing Rising Star on Sunday night as a group.
Yeah. Obviously, our group photo that we take
Absolutely.
every year
Gotta
for
be
every
done.
event.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, bunch of
multiple
stuff.
group
And,
photos.
we basically made this a separate ticket from different things just so we can keep the cost down and so people can join in if you can't make the entire event or if you, only have X amount of time, this is for you. So,
Yep. And then, of course, Michelle, the Seekender.
Yeah, the Seekender was a big hit in 2019, put together by our good friend Seth Kaburski. The last time that we did this, we kind of threw everybody into it and made the teams for you. But this time, we've decided to allow teams to register themselves. So if you want to get together your own team, it can be anywhere between 2 to 6 people. Register on the same place where you buy tickets. It's $50 per team, so super reasonable. And there is a prize up for stakes that Seth's team has kindly donated for us, but it's just a fun, pretty intense scavenger hunt that takes place throughout the whole weekend. And this year we're actually going to incorporate some task-based items, such as maybe having to find your favorite host at some point during the day.
Oh, God, that's
And
me on
buy
my
a
own all
drink.
day.
And buy him or her a drink or, something. But there's going to be some more task-based items that are a little bit more challenging this time. So you don't want to miss out. It was a huge deal last time.
Yeah.
Super competitive and lots of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
And the prize was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
don't miss out.
And it's one of those things that you don't need to take time out of the weekend.
No,
so
it's
you
a-
could do it
it's
while
weekend
you're
long.
on the go. So yeah.
Exactly.
And then
Yeah,
hopefully,
screw the tree hunt.
Yeah.
Do the weekender.
for definite.
Seekender.
And
Tree hunt? What?
And then hopefully by the time this is out, we should. I'm hoping the tickets will be on sale for the progressive water taxi
Yeah.
dinner.
We're just
which, as
trying
I
to
said
finalise
last week. It should be drinks at the Velvet Lounge. What's the word?
Orchid Court.
Because we don't use them.
Appetizers.
Appetizers. There's the one. Appetizers at Orchid Court Lounge. Our main meal at Mama Della's, and they are super excited apparently
They
to
really
have us
are.
there.
Yeah.
And then you can all get your rum recommendations
Then
of
after-
Christopher as we go over for dessert.
There-
apparently,
There will be no rum left because Chris and I claimed it all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm so excited to try the tres leches.
Yeah.
Oof, that's
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah, can't wait. But yeah, that's going to be fun, and that's going to be very limited because
Yeah, I was gonna say.
obviously we can only book the reservations for so many people without it being a big group ordeal through a different department.
Yeah.
And we want to be able to all fit on a water taxi, so
Yeah.
that'll be very exclusive. More details on that coming soon.
For sure. And
Absolutely.
that website is uuopweekender2022.eventbrite.com. eventbrite.com.
Yes.
And we
Right.
also
Yeah.
have a Seekender page. I'm sorry, a Weekender page on
Yes, we do.
Facebook.
We do.
So
Go on the events tab on the Facebook page.
Yeah. So I just wanted to reiterate though, it's you buy your base ticket and then everything else is an add-on afterwards. So
Yeah.
you need that base ticket first, and then it's gonna be fun. I can't wait.
Cool.
Yes.
Right. Let's get back to what we want. To be fair, what I really want to talk about right now. And that's
Yes.
Horror Nights. Chris.
yes. Ugh, this house. Bugs eaten alive. These bugs are out to exterminate you. While touring a 1950s home of the future, you'll be surrounded by the slime of bugs everywhere as hordes of many-legged terrors descend upon you and your scream squad.
Ugh.
Look at that. You'll be dropping like flies.
Bum, bum, tsh. Super
So-
excited for this house. Super excited. Because I am hoping that for once a house makes me uncomfortable.
That I will agree with you, my friend.
Uh-huh.
I don't like. Look, it's just the palmetto roaches. It's a Florida thing. I
Uh-huh.
hate them.
Yeah.
So scared isn't the word. Hate. I may hate this house, which is a good thing.
Having listened to the Discover Universal podcast, Matt and Charles and Laura have said this is the house that they want to sit and watch people come out of because
Oh,
they
that gives me so
have
much hope.
that they finally create a house that people won't be able to get through.
Oh,
Yeah.
For everyone
yeah.
that said that Horror Nights has gone soft, I'm hoping this is the house that proves that they haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I also like so I did another house similar to this over at Hollow Scream. It wasn't that great. Just it looked like just a lot of taped bugs on the wall.
Right.
So it wasn't. I didn't get much of any kind of scare out of that at all. So I'm hoping. Obviously, we have Universal, which is a different level of theming, set design, all that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping this one will give me a little bit of that irkiness, cringiness
Yes.
feeling.
Just
And on
uncomfortable.
top of and even the other cool thing that I'm looking forward to, again, going back to set design, is this is set as a 1950s home of the
Yes.
future.
Yeah.
So I want to see all that, like what futuristic would have looked like back then.
Uh-huh.
It kind of adds a cool element to, aside from the bugs, just seeing some, house of the future kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
It feels very Spaceship Earth to
Oh,
me.
yes.
see,
Yeah.
I was going to say it feels Carousel of Progress.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that too. Yeah.
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 It's funny. There even used to be in Florida, we had, this was back in the 80s. There were, and I forgot the name of it, but it was the home of the future. And it was,
Monsanto's Home of the Future.
yes, I believe that's it. Yeah. So I've seen those, and that's what I have in my mind. I don't know. I want to see that in this house, then with bugs.
Yeah. So I'm going to put it
Yeah.
out there right now.
Uh-huh.
Number 2.
Oh. Oh.
It was
me
quite
too.
low, really. It was
Yeah.
quite low down, but the more I think about it and the more I've heard the creative team talk about it, the more I was like, this has the potential to be the house that I have wanted at Horror Nights for a very long time.
Ah. Where did you have it, Chris?
I have it at number 6.
Really, that
Ooh.
low down?
We're not
Well-
twinning anymore.
Oh no,
That's
where are you at?
sad. I'm all in. I'm number 1.
Really?
Yeah, I'm so
Okay.
excited for this house.
Well, our oldest has said he won't go through it. Like, full stop, done, not going through it.
That's why it's Tracy's number 1.
Jade's like, I'll do it once. We have to do it while it's still light, not last thing. Otherwise, it may traumatize me forever.
Yeah. See, I'm excited for this.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't spiders, flies, anything like
Yeah.
that. She freaks.
I'm excited for this because I want it to
Yeah.
get under my skin. But, you know, as somebody who would quite happily just walk around with cockroaches in my hand because I used to breed them.
I was going to ask you, weren't you a bug person?
Yes.
Well, yeah. But mainly because we had bearded dragons. And it was cheaper to breed them than it was to buy them.
I am intrigued to how they're going to do it because obviously they need scare actors in there, and I'm intrigued to see how they incorporate scare actors. I'm assuming that's the eaten alive portion of it.
Also, though, 1950s, you could have the B-movie style big bugs, so the bad costumes.
I want to do it.
That would be
I
really
think you
that'd
are.
be great.
There was another description that said that the bugs are going to get bigger
Yes,
as you
yeah.
walk
it was
throughout.
the Discover Universal podcast. That's
Yeah.
what they were talking about it on there.
See, for me, eight legs is kind of like, ooh, but I'm getting better with spiders. Any more than 8 legs, and I'm kind of like, no.
Not a
So-
centipede fan.
Oh my
Definitely
god, no,
not.
no,
No.
no, mm-mm.
Centipedes, millipedes, no. thank-
Earwigs,
Although
anything like that, no.
saying that, I would like one of those giant millipedes.
No.
They are so cool.
If
I'm
you've
getting one now.
seen,
They said no.
if you've seen Human
I knew you were
Centipede,
going
I was going to say, yeah, we got to get a human centipede in there.
Human Centipede 2, you would not like those millipedes. Because I know
I-
where they end up going. in
I
that
will never watch
film.
any of those
No,
films.
they're
I'm not
terrible.
that dumb.
This, according to the spec map, is one of the MIB tent houses with the quarter-mile walk to get
Okay.
to it.
Oh, that's another good thing then, because a lot of people are going to be put off because it's bugs, long walk. That's just going to be a walk through for me
I
then.
expect it to be a house. Sadly, not because it's not good, but I expect it to be a house that doesn't have massive wait times a lot of the
Yeah.
time, purely because of what it is. I think people
Because of the
just won't
fears.
go through it, which is more the better for me because I just go through like
Yeah.
round and round and round.
I'm just so excited for it.
And that's
So
why it's my
excited.
number 1, because it is something out of the ordinary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is different.
And I don't know what to expect, which is exciting to me now. And I want to see people like you guys who are dead inside finally have some type of reaction. I think that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Michelle, where have you got it on your list?
Oh, okay.
It's my number 1. I mean, number 2.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes,
Because I had to question myself because I've got you written. Yeah, number 2.
yeah, 'cause you would leave the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's again like witches. It's something they've never done before.
Second I heard about it, I was just like, yes.
Super excited for it.
Yeah.
I just hope we have more of the realistic
Yes.
bugs as opposed to the giant,
Yeah. Unrealistic.
silly bugs.
Yeah.
Quite honestly,
I hope they're able to somehow safely incorporate real bugs.
yes. Yeah.
It's Florida. There will be.
I would
There's
like,
gonna be, but not by
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
I would really appreciate like a side tent where you could go in afterwards and look
Play
at
with
real
them.
bugs and hold them
Yeah.
and bring them home.
No.
No,
Bring them home.
I've never allowed any of the fun stuff. Right, next up is Fiesta de Chupacabras. Listen to your abuela and beware the chupacabras. Visit a Latin American village where the legend of the creature chupacabras is celebrated with a colourful fiesta, and the streets are lined with the crimson blood of tourists like you and your amigos.
No, I've just looked at where I've got this on my list, and after seeing what's going on around certain areas of the scare zone that's over that way, stuff. I'm surprised I've put this as low down as I have.
This is one with all the beautiful orangey yellow stuff, isn't it?
The Dia de los Muertos.
Stunning.
I expect Chris to have this quite high.
Okay.
Why is that?
I don't know.
So, are you racially
my abuela?
profiling him?
No, I'm not
Yeah.
racially
Is it
profiling.
because of my abuela or for my
He's an
fascination?
amigo.
Maybe.
Is it my love of blood all over the floor?
I've
What is
seen,
it?
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen
it.
people saying, I expect the Epcot Mexico pavilion with scare actors in. I'd be like,
That would
hell
be
yeah, that
awesome.
would be amazing. Because I love that pavilion. I've got this at number 9.
What? After you've just said all of that, it's number 9.
I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know what you're thinking either, weirdo.
I don't know. I can't honestly answer the question of why I've got it that low down on my list at this point.
Oh.
I have it at number 7.
Really?
And I want to put it higher, but I had other things that I put above it. Not because I don't think it's going to be good. I actually am very excited for this house just because like it's a chupacabra and like that's always been like a lore, you know, a mythical creature or whatever that wreaked havoc on animals and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool seeing it come to life. I want to see how Universal shows the creature.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
like that creature design should be really good. Also the storyline of needing all that blood to, you know, protect yourself from it. And even the villagers are trying to kill you because they need your blood to protect them.
Yeah.
So this one should definitely be a very gory house.
Yes.
Again, I don't know why I have it at 7. I want to put it higher, but I have other things that I wanted for different reasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just jumping in quickly, this, according to the spec map, is where us was in
That means
20.
nothing.
So New York Public
Corner
Library.
outside the
Okay.
tribute store.
I'm with you. Okay. I've got this at number 4.
That doesn't surprise me.
No. Because chupacabras. I've been obsessed with all of those and watched all the programs. Yeah. And who doesn't like a fiesta?
Yeah.
I do like
Anna
a
was
mariachi
there.
band. I do like a mariachi band, so yeah.
So I think this one could be, for all it's going to be gory, I think it also could be quite light-hearted as well. Because you could have, I don't know, the bright colours and
Yeah,
potentially upbeat music.
Could it be
and stuff like
interesting
that.
to see how
Because
they-
they're suckering the tourists in, so it's going to be fun and bouncy and everything. But actually, I think it's going to be another one that as you progress, it gets darker and darker and gorier and gorier.
Yeah.
I
also love when they play like happy music with terrifying things.
Oh,
happening.
yes.
Yes. I've got it at number 5, so I'm closer to Tracy this time.
I'm a terrible Hispanic.
You are.
You really are.
well, I expected you to
Turn
have
in
it.
your card.
Yeah, sorry guys.
I
Gotta
expect
go.
the facade of this one to be stunning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And the colors, and you know, on Rush of Fear we talked about the potential, since it's at a festival, right? I'm picturing the inside the Mayan temple of Epcot, at the Mexico Pavilion.
Yeah, that's what I
inside,
said.
how you walk inside and it
Mhm.
feels like you're in the dark
Yes.
outside.
Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing this house to be.
Yeah.
So like somehow they make stars up above you and they make you feel like you're outside at night, which is super cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
And then of course it'll be very colorful, but then you got like the blood everywhere. That's
Mhm.
I don't know. It's going to be cool.
I don't know why the hell I put it at number 9.
Nope, we don't
Dude.
either.
I don't know. I still stick where I've got everything else. I stick with where I've got everything else. So I guess it
Well,
just...
that's probably why it's at number
yeah,
9.
I
'cause
guess that's why it just...
yeah.
Yeah.
Just happened.
And
had
just-
nowhere else to go.
I just want to add this fun fact in there because it may change what your perception of what this house is going to be. But the chupacabra originated in Puerto Rico, not Mexico. So
Uh-huh.
you may not see any
Yeah.
like Mexican style stuff or any kind of like Mayan stuff. It could be
Oh.
just like
Okay.
traditional like outside party as well.
But it's
they
interesting
may go,
because...
I mean, it's been around. It's a lore that goes around,
Yes.
but the original traditional like origin of it was in Puerto Rico.
Well, I think they're going the other way with it because if you look at all the stuff that's up, is Dia de los
Yeah.
Muertos
Mm.
themed.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Very
then,
bright,
yeah.
colorful Day of the
Yeah,
Dead.
I
even
haven't
like
seen
the
any of
food.
this yet.
Yeah, the food and stuff is very
the coffin.
specifically Dia de los
Is
Muertos.
that what the coffin is?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I don't see a hollowed out cow, though,
Hmm.
yes. Because that was always my favourite bit of the documentaries.
Even like
Um,
still mooing or like the thing
Oh, yes.
eating
Oh,
it
it's still
and
moving.
mooing. Like, yeah, that'd be
Yes.
really cool.
Yes.
I just hope if it's puppets, I actually get to see some of them this time, unlike American Werewolf in London.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Hellblock Horror. As these monsters escape their prison, there's no escape for you. Enter a prison whose savage inmates are monstrous creatures. If they break free from their cells, it's a death sentence for everyone.
So there's a lot of rumors going around that this is kind of inspired by the end of Cabin in the Woods,
Uh-huh.
which got me excited. because it's about the best bit of that film. I think I missed something with Cabin in the Woods. It's all right.
I don't
I
really
haven't seen
remember a
it.
lot about it. I remember a
And we've watched
motorbike.
it twice. It's all right. But the whole sort of monster prison thing is pretty cool idea. Apparently it
Mhm.
takes place on cell block 31 because we're at Halloween Horror
Yeah.
31.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. But obviously not that excited because I've got it at 6.
Interesting. So do I.
And I've got it at 7.
Mm.
I have this at 8.
Oh, well, that's
Well,
that's
there you
kind of
go.
close
So
for
all
us.
good?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. I don't know. This one doesn't scream out to me.
Uh-huh.
And my PTSD kicked in because when I hear of prison, I think of the Walking Dead house.
Yes.
When you go
Yeah.
to the prison, and I'm just burnt out of that. So I don't know. It brought it down a little lower, but it could be cool to see a bunch of different monsters, right? Like they can go anywhere with this.
Yes, they could.
This one is now a little bit less exciting for me than especially The Weekend, but that's okay. We're going to go with my original list. I like the idea of a monster prison. I think that's going to be cool. And I did think I read somewhere else that there were going to be zombies as one of the monsters, which I
Okay.
hate zombies. So not looking forward to that part, but
Zombies in a prison? Oh no.
It's a monster
I know.
prison. I think the thing is they've got the potential with it being a monster to have so many different
Yeah.
characters
Yeah.
in there. And I know there was an article posted with an interview with the team that they've said there'll be some Easter eggs in them.
I was gonna say.
So potentially
Yes.
some characters from previous houses that you may see in that.
That would
that'd
be
be cool.
fun.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah. See, what I like about the idea of of a prison house is the bars. You know, you got your cells and things, and there's that you're lulled into a false sense of security because they are secure
Mhm.
behind these bars. But obviously, as you go along, they're going to be rattling the cage, the bars, and everything. And one door is going to open, and then after
Oh,
that,
yeah.
you know, it's just going to be mayhem.
I wonder if we'll see any icons
I
That
was
would be
wondering that.
interesting.
hidden
I
in the
hope so.
prison. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
that would be
Again, I think
interesting.
this is another one for me that could be really good, but just off when I initially did my list, I was like, it'll
Mm.
be all right. I would have preferred a Hellgate prison house, to be fair, but yeah. Again, something different. They haven't done kind of this thing before, so
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Next, we have Dead Man's Pier, Winter's Wake. You're dead in the water in a New England fishing village. Undead fishermen emerge from the waves to seek their revenge. You and your, Scream Squad may have escaped their hooks in the scare zone. Now they'll reel you in and drag you under.
all puns intended.
Yes.
Yeah. Lee, go ahead and say it.
What?
Where is it at?
This is my number 3. You expected me to
okay.
say number 1 there, didn't you?
I did.
Chris,
I did too.
when I tell you what my number 1 is, Chris, you will get it wholeheartedly, right?
Okay.
This was quite low down on my list because I didn't think the Scare Zone was that good. And then I listened to the Discover Universal backstory thing they did with Laura Sauls, and that sold me on it. I was like, okay, this, just from an aesthetic point of view, like Michelle, I think we talked about it a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about this. The storm, the pier, the like sea spray, something different in a house that could. I feel it needs to be cold. We talked about Yeti in 2019. They need to pull that temperature down.
They could have
You
cold
need to
misting going
feel
on.
like feel like you are outside during a sea, like a sea storm. Aesthetically, I expect it to be probably the most gorgeous house out of any of them. So I am super excited for it. I wasn't, but I am
I know,
now with
because
everything
the
they've
last
put
time
out
we
there.
talked about this, I was the one that was really excited about this. And you were like, eh. And then I was talking about when we had the Scare Zone and how I thought that was stunning. And you were like, wasn't a fan. And
we
now,
didn't get to go through it, to be fair.
no. And now you've completely thrown me. So,
I've
yeah.
got it at number 3 as well.
Yes. See?
I expected it to be higher for Lee though, but I got it
Really?
at number 3. It made my top 3, which means I think it's going to be really, really
Yeah,
good.
of course.
I loved Dead Waters.
Yes.
And this is reminiscent of that for me. I hope to see a lot of water effects, and I love the temperature change. I think that's going to be super cool. I was not a big fan of the scare zone either. Those characters did not do anything for me, but I think when you put them in a house with all of the stuff that Lee just described, I think it's going to be a really awesome house. Whether it's scary or not, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good one.
So this is that other house at the end of the main street, like next to the tribute store.
Now, for me, this is one that as soon as it was announced, I was like, hell yes.
But I can see what numbers are left on your list.
Yeah, so which one is it?
5.
8.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
And it's just been a victim of being shoved down the list by other things.
Yeah.
Because as I said, there's nothing on the list. There's nothing on that list at all that I'm going, I don't want to do that.
No,
that
not
looks
at all.
crap.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for everything. This has just been a victim. But you know me, Lee. I am all about anything to do with the sea and I know it's not pirates, but anything like that. I am all over it.
Yeah, because
So
what was the part of Jack Presents 25 Years of Monsters and the Forsaken?
mhm.
That was cool.
Yeah.
In part of that house. So to get
Yeah.
to do a whole house kind of
Yeah.
around that theme would be
Yeah. And also New England, that's on my bucket list to visit.
I'm trying to decide where Chris has got it at this point. I think by his reaction to everyone else, I think I know where.
Oh, okay.
Where is it?
I think it's your number 1.
You would be correct.
I think you might change your mind when I tell you what my number 1 is and why my number 1 is my
Let him
number 1,
talk.
Chris.
Shut
But
Okay. All right. I mean, for the reasons you all said already, I don't know if this house is going to be, quote, scary, but again, I don't really go into houses for scare.
true.
I think this house, from the description and again, listening to that same Discover Universal podcast, when they were talking about it, I think it's going to be visually just beautiful,
Yep.
right? Especially, again, going back, like you said, all of you, water, right? When they do cool water aspects, they've done previous houses where you're on a bridge and there's a river under you, set piece, not an actual river, right? But they do it really well. Throwing in the cold aspect of it is also fantastic. And it's just going to be a very, like they described as a very gloomy, dark house. So I think they're going to knock the house out the park. Now, how everything else plays out, it's a toss up, but for those reasons, I just bumped it all the way up. We'll see where it is after.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the exciting part. It's
Yeah, see
coming
how much
back to
changes.
these lists afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will be taking a notebook with me and taking notes. So,
It's the only way to do it.
yeah.
I won't be that
So-
prepared.
So on to our last one. Yeah? Okay, and that is Descendants of Destruction. Deeper, darker, deadlier. Careful not to leave any of your Scream Squad behind
Oh, that
you.
bloody phrase.
All right, shut up. As you descend the subway tunnels of a deserted New York, lurking in the dark are hungry mutants looking to feast on the last remnants of humanity. Sorry, you've already missed that. Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
They're going to starve. Yeah, this is my number 5 because that's the last spot left. Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a fairly solid house, and subway tunnels are always a bit creepy, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
Especially if you've been to London. Yeah, looking forward to this one. Mutants, subways. What's not to like?
So this is that other MIB tent house that'll have a quarter mile walk to get to it.
Which I feel like they missed the mark. They should have put this over by the New York subway.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that would make more sense.
Have you guys seen the facade for this? Because there are pictures of it kicking around.
No.
You have.
Have I? Which
So
one is it?
it's the proper subway entrance. It
Oh,
looks
yeah,
awesome.
Ugh.
Sweet. Yeah, this is my number 4. Just underneath my top 3. But I love New York. I love subways. And I think this is a really cool concept. I hope that the mutants are cool and not cheesy. But yeah, I'm excited to be in a New York subway again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy?
What?
See, you've done it.
Number 5, you said, right?
Yeah, number 5.
Lee?
I mean,
He's smirking.
anyone who's paying attention will know which one of mine
I'm not
it is.
making notes.
It's your number one.
It is my number one.
Of course it is, yeah.
Now, explain.
So I've heard conversations between other people. My son and I have had a conversation, and he is
Glad he
not
talks to
privy
you.
to the information that we are. But he reached out to me and went, I have a theory. You know, originally they were going to be doing a Last of Us house, and I was like, yes. I feel like we can't do it this year, but we still want to do it. And so you start talking about a subway, mutants, and they've talked about it on the Discover Universal podcast. Laura and Charles and Matt saying that it will be, as you go through it, it will get darker and darker, and by the time you get to the end, it will just be lit up by bioluminescent plants and stuff. And I was like, this sounds like The Last of Us. And having played, Chris, you know how the pair of us adore those games.
Oh, yeah.
I will take a
perfection.
rip-off Last of Us house
Oh, yeah.
over nothing. And the more I read about it and the more I hear about it, I think this has the potential to be as close as we're going to get to The Last of Us house before they do an actual Last of Us house.
Would you get excited if you heard clickers?
Yes. It's just them talking about the mutants and then throwing mushrooms in, very specifically bioluminescent mushrooms, and you start to think what clickers look like. They look like they've got like plants, mushrooms. I'm like, so for purely that reason, that this has the potential to be a knockoff Last of Us house, that's why it's there. It may not be, and it may fall drastically down my list, but at this point, I have hope that that's what it's going to be, and that's why it's my number one.
Yeah. I have this at number 5. I wanted to put it higher, but there was other things, obviously. Like was mentioned already, New York subways. Love New York and love New York subways. So that all set design pieces, I think they're going to kill it, right? The whole devolving humans.
Yes.
We'll see how that goes, right? It could be how you mentioned, or it could go the opposite direction and just be kind of just see regular humans, right? I mean, they all look devolved to me anyways. So, I think this house has potential. It also I don't know why, again, I think of Universal and I think of this and I'm like, oh, are we walking through the earthquake ride? Because that would be cool.
Yeah.
So I think of that too. So that's kind of why it brought it up a little bit higher on my list. But yeah, number 5.
I want it to be cold and dank and wet and
that's what she said. All of that.
It has so much potential to be like originally on that spec map. We had The Last of Us, and I was like, oh my god. It's just the perfect. Yeah, I don't care what everything else is going to be. And then it wasn't on the second one. And then this Descendants of Destruction, you were like, what the hell's that? And even that that little blurb there doesn't really tell you an awful lot about it. So it's, like I said, delving into like reading posts on other forums and then listening to, the podcast, the Discover Universal podcast with that got me more into it. And you kind of see the potential for it to be The Last of Us.
Honestly, I see it. Like, I didn't think about that at all. They're hungry mutants, it even says here, which, I mean, they're trying to eat you all the time in Last of Us too.
Yes.
This may go higher on my list. We'll see how it plays out.
Like I say, it could be terrible. It could go against everything that I've just said and end up being my number 10.
We've had this happen before. We've had our number 10 at number 1.
But this is
Yeti.
But this is why Yeti was never my number 10.
I think it was mine.
But this is what hype lists are about.
Oh yeah, you're going off just what you're hearing, and hearing something and experiencing something they're two completely different kettle of fish.
But then also, like anybody listening to this show, if you're going to Horror Nights for the first time this year, I know it's easy for us to say, but if you can go through, you need multiple runs through every house. Because, prime example, 2019, Tracy and I did Nightingale's Blood Pit. Which one was it? Blood Pit.
Pit, yeah.
And our first run through was like, it was all right. Our second run through, I think we got in the middle of a cast change, but in a good way, where there was like, there just seemed to be twice as many actors in that house. And we came out going, holy crap, that was intense as hell. Just one run can be entirely different from another.
Yeah, I think I was, that first run, we were all together, right?
No, I think because we went to Horror Nights the Thursday night before we went with you guys.
Okay. So I remember going through that same one, and a lot of the cages and a lot of areas were just empty as well.
Yeah, and that's always the thing, and it's a shame if you only get to go one night and you only get to go through everything once, that the chances of you hitting that perfect run through every house on your one and only run through is pretty slim, which is sad about the event, but because not everyone can afford to go all the time and buy the Rush of Fear passes and do 5 nights or 10 nights or whatever it might be, or Jamie Simons and live in the UK but still probably do about 10 nights he's doing this year. It's especially how theme parks have become, it's all about giving everyone the same experience. That's why a lot of the attractions now are screen based and don't have actors on them, because they want everyone to experience the same attraction and not, it might be your only time on it and get that perfect run through. And Horror Nights is the exact opposite of that. Mm-hmm. But I kind of like that about it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
As I said, I think I said last week, and then this week, this year has the potential to be the best year we've been to. Just the cohesion between the scare zones, the food, the houses, the shows.
I think the fact there's more originals and less IPs means they've got less.
I love that.
Less lines and boundaries to toe. So there's more creative freedom, and that really excites me. I love the creativity that they actually have when they're let loose. It's phenomenal.
Yeah. And the fact that, I mean, not to bloat their ego at all, because they deserve this, but the fact that they continue to push forward, try new things, because they could just as well give us, here's 10 houses, here's 5 scare zones, and that's it. Whereas, this year we're getting now a more cohesive story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting like the tribute store that goes out to the scare zone. We're getting, this food would, used to belong in this house over here. There's just so many things that that creative gets to go and do, and Universal goes, yeah, let's execute on that. So this year looks to be a very, very stacked year.
Yeah, they've gone back to having an overarching theme over the event, which they did for a long time. But I think 2015 was probably the last year they did that, and then it just became Horror Nights is the theme. They even said it on their marketing and like on their interviews and stuff. Horror Nights is the theme now. We don't need a theme to cover the whole event. Horror Nights is our brand.
Yeah.
And now
they also had a lot more IPs too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're going back to, and whether it's because, like I've said it before, the pot of IPs is getting thinner and thinner every year. Because they've done all the classics really now.
Mm-hmm.
So you start to struggle of getting IPs because there isn't, obviously license is an issue and stuff, but then you've done all the classics that everyone would expect to see, and now it's kind of forced their hand a little bit to look outside of the box. So to do stuff like Beetlejuice, Ghostbusters and Stranger Things, but then also look at The Weeknd and Rob Zombie.
I love that they've branched out into music. I think
I would love them to go into video games more again.
We've said that for a while, haven't we?
They did it twice, didn't they? They did Silent Hill and they did Resident Evil, and they didn't quite work out how they wanted them to, and so they completely just went, nah.
Mm.
But
even then, I mean, going out and branching out to other non-traditional games that you wouldn't think of, right? Zombies, yes. Resident Evil. But Last of Us would have been one that was a way more of a unique story. And there's plenty of other examples that they could use.
Like Darren, for the longest time, was preaching about a biohazard.
That would have been
Bioshock,
awesome.
no?
Bioshock, sorry, not
Bioshock,
Bio.
yeah.
Bioshock.
We kind of got a little bit of that from which was the house with the fish?
Ugh.
That was terrible.
It was terrible. You had it at number 4 on your list.
No. It was the first run through was terrible. Do you not remember that they even changed out and added actors?
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
they actually
like
changed it during that one weekend. Yep.
Depths of Fear. Yeah, it was terrible.
Depths of Fear. Yeah. It was basically what is it? Aliens underwater.
Yeah,
right?
it was awful. But like Dead Space would make an awesome house. You know, there's so many now, but I am super excited for this year. And unlike you, Chris, I can't stay away from the videos. We literally watched Vincent's tonight as going through all the scare zones again, so I don't care.
I do a little bit. I want some surprises.
Yeah. I think I was watching some earlier today, but I think I'm forcefully videoed out just because,
there's
pulling
so
that
much
curtain back. Going to be there in 3 days?
Yeah. No, actually, when this is being recorded 3 days, when this comes out, we'll be experiencing it, and you'll be coming up in a couple of days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So houses, scare zones, food, music. It's
Actually, we
and
won't
shows.
be doing horror nights when this comes out. We'll be traveling today.
We will be, yes. But this is hopefully going to be as well rounded and feed our tummies and our souls.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to use a phrase that Coastal Radio use. I hope this doesn't suffer from antisappointment.
Yeah. I think it's gonna. What's that word I look for? Not give. It's going better than expected. That's not what I want to say, but
I hope so.
Yeah.
The potential there for it to be one of the best events ever is there for sure.
Yeah, and it's also an indicator for Universal, I think, to see how well they do with having primarily original houses.
Yeah,
because they can look at it and go, well, we can save $1 here.
Exactly.
This is what I was saying to Lee. I think that things that we've noticed that there's more props outside, haven't we?
Yeah.
And this is what I've said to Lee is I think that potentially them not having to pay the licenses on IPs has given them a bigger budget to play with for their own stuff.
Yeah.
And we're seeing the benefits because we're going to have some great times in those scare zones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Well, I think that's going to do it, right?
I think so.
Can't talk about it anymore till we're there, right?
Exactly.
No, that's it.
Not long.
Well, you'll have been by now, Chris, to be fair.
It was a great event. I loved it. You guys should come up.
Poor Michelle's the worst one because, like, obviously you're there next week. Yeah, you've already. So when we're recording this, Chris is there on Friday for the opening weekend. So you're there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah. Is that all? Is it on Monday or is it just Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
No, it's just Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right, so you'll have done.
I believe Sunday's sold out already, and I think Saturday's selling out.
So you'll have done 3 nights by now. Tracy and I will be descending on Orlando when this comes out, and we're planning on doing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Michelle has to wait till the 9th of October.
Yeah, no, for sure. Look, in her benefit, I'll say this. In her benefit, she gets a more finely tuned event.
Yes.
Right? Not to say it's not good when we're going, but there's definitely changes that occur along the way. And I'll tell you, the way we do it, we've done it actually for the past years, is getting the Rush of Fear pass. So we go multiple weekends in September, right? You can go all those weekends. By the end of September, we're blacked out.
Yeah.
And then I have to spend the next month and change in misery and having severe FOMO, looking at everybody's posts showing this and that. Even though I was at the event for like 7 to 8 times, I'm like, well, I want to go back again.
Yeah.
So, she's gonna get a nice event, finely tuned. But yeah, I'm just crying for something that I shouldn't cry about.
No, because you get to go in 3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you were there, whichever way you want to play.
Yeah, it was fun. We were there.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, that's
awesome.
that's going to do it for us. Now, as always, we will be doing our UUOP listeners house rankings. So if you are going, drop us an email with the 10 houses in order from your favorite to least favorite to podcast@uuopodcast.com. And we will tally those up and put out the official, unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
It is a lot of work, but I enjoy doing it to see how it all shakes out.
Yes, I enjoy
especially then
doing...
comparing it to our lists as well.
I enjoy him doing it because it keeps him quiet and out my hair for a bit.
Now, just to clarify, is this people's list after they've gone only, or if they're not going, their hype list?
No, this is you having experienced the event, because this is the official ranking of people's, like, where your list of going through all the houses.
Okay. Well, if you want to join us on a hype list, feel free to post it on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
We'd love to see what your hype list is. So, all right. We are going to wrap up this episode with another Universal Is, and this one comes from Benny Batke. And if you would like to get involved wrapping up the podcast, just let us know what you think Universal is in 3 words or less, and send them to podcast@uuopodcast.com or send them on social media. But for episode 523, Benny says Universal is a bitchin' time.
That was another episode of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, the best and only podcast about Universal Orlando on the island. Check us out on social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. For all the podcasts, news, and articles, check out our blog at uuopodcast.com. Contact us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. Join the Producers Club by emailing us at uuopproducers@gmail.com. Listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Check out our friends, the Theme Park Duo, for all your other theme park news, and email Michelle at portkeyvacations.net to book your next trip. So until next time, this is Amity 6, Call Off the Marines, we're coming home.